What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Let's get right into this. And today we're going to be playing a metal Wigglytuff deck. Basically just metal people combined with Wigglytuff. I don't know why I came up with this, why I decided to do it, but it was enjoyable in the end. It's not something that you're going to win consistently with, but if you just want a fun deck to play with, then go for it. But we're just going to be hopping into the gameplay right now, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. And I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking in this. Now, this deck is going to be a Galork deck that we're playing. I have beat Mewtwo with this before. It just all depends on your pulls and stuff like that. If you get your Bisharps up fast enough, it's really good. In this one, we have a very good start with Mawile, Pawniard, and then 2 Professor's Researches, which is awesome. So we put in a Mawile up front, then Pawniard in the back, however you want to pronounce it. And then we put our, basically, Mawile is very cool in a way because, you know, first it's Steel, so it goes against any Fairy-type Pokemon very well, and Clefairy is Fairy in this iteration. And so it does a good amount of damage to it. It is super effective to it inside this game. But you just place an energy on Mawile, and then every time it attacks it takes away the opponent's energy that it placed on their Pokemon. And so it can cause problems when they're trying to build up stuff extremely quickly. And so that's what you're going to see here. We do have a good hand just overall. We still have Sabrina, Professor Oak, another Pawniard, and an X-Speed. So we have a lot of movement ability, a lot of change-out ability to be able to stop him from doing a lot of weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, we're just waiting on the opponent right now. He did put a Slap Power energy on his Clefairy, but it's not going to be a big deal because I believe that we get the coin flip and take it off. Of course, it's going to be a coin flip every single time, and it's only 20 damage, but Mawile is pretty good for like the start game, especially if someone tries to just do a aggressive Mewtwo right off the front, right off the bat, or an aggressive Articuno right off the bat. You can at least try and swat off that energy from them if you're able to, if you're lucky enough. Here comes a Pokeball to look for another Jigglypuff. I don't think I place it in right now. I think I keep it in the back, and then I just crunch right here since I have the advantage. Boom. Weakness 40. And then we discard that energy that was on that Clefairy, causing him just to have no energy on any of his Pokemon. Especially in the early game, if you get Mawile, it is very devastating. If you're able to remove their energies, because in the early game it's so hard to build them up. If you get more energy, it's a good start off. He does turn it into Clefable, so it will survive another attack. He does also red card me, but I already have Wigglytuff on my board, so I'm not really worried about that. And then we still have Pawniard and Jigglypuff in our hand. We just get those right back, and an X-Speed. So basically the exact same hand. And yeah, there's just no problems for me right now. I'm just having a very good game at the moment. And I did go on to win the game after this, and then I've been playing this a good amount of times just throughout the day today. Yeah, it's just been very enjoyable. It's just something different, you know? It's nice to get away from the meta, because I could just be constantly playing Pikachu decks, Starmie EX decks, Articuno EX decks, and honestly, even coughing and wheezing. But it's just not fun. It's just not fun. Of course, when PvP and Ranked comes out, I will be playing those. There's no doubt about it. But just in this mode, I like to mess around. I like to fiddle around with a bunch of stuff, especially Wigglytuff, because I love Wigglytuff. We once again roll the heads and take the energy off of that Clefable. So it's just every single time he's trying to do something, I just constantly take away. I just constantly take and never give. It's like an abusive relationship. I'm just mean, you know? And yeah, Mawile has 10 HP left. He magical shots, and his Clefable only has 20 HP left. So I believe that I put in Bishy Boy in. Yup. And I do have the advantage. I place an energy on him. And do we have Bisharp in our deck? No, we do have a Melton. But other than that, nothing really. So we just go in for the attack here. A nice Pierce. The nice thing about, like, I don't know why Bisharp isn't used more. Because it's kind of like Psyduck Golduck, but instead of Psyduck doing 10 damage, Pawniard does 30 damage, and it just has 1 less HP. So as long as you're not going against like a Farfetch'd right off the bat that Giovanni Farfetch'd attacks and then instantly kills you, you're fine. You're honestly fine. You just need to be very wary about that kind of stuff, and usually I only start off Pawniard in the front if he's the only thing I have, or if I have something in the back that is like still fine, that I can like, even if he goes down, I'll be fine and be able to send something in. But if it's gonna end the whole game right off the bat, it's sketchy. Right now, that hasn't happened to me, and I've played a lot of games with this deck. It's basically, I've gotten like I think it's like a 50-50 win rate. 50, maybe a bit higher, like a 55% win rate. I have been more positive than negative in this, though. And that's all you can ask, honestly. Especially if you're just trying to have fun. This dude in this game is playing a Galork deck. They're not exactly the greatest. And so I was happy to at least face this. I actually don't see these very often, so it's very nice just to see someone else also trying just an interesting combination of things. And he is doing a pretty good job at setting up Galork. As you can see, because of the lack of me getting a Bisharp, yeah, there's another Wigglytuff, but because of my lack of getting a Bisharp, it's just causing me a lot of problems. Because I should be getting him, but it's just not happening. And I think I'm going to keep Pawniard in here for the long run, just because I don't want to... I can't one-hit this Slowbro, and so it's just kind of sitting here. And then if I try and swap it, it'll just go into Jinx, then possibly do Slowbro again until Galork comes up, and then Galork will try and hit me. So no matter what, I'll need to take a hit from Galork at some point, or get lucky and not. We'll see about that later. Galork is sketchy. It's kind of like a Cubone. It's kind of like a Marowak. How it can either do insane damage for you, or you just get absolutely screwed. Absolutely murdered. We use a Sabrina here, and then we try and get out something different. I hope that he puts out the Galork right away. Just so I'm able to, like, smack it once, but instead he just puts out the Jinx, and then I just attack this. If I'm not dumb, I believe that I just give it a little hit. It's not like 30 will do any damage, but yeah. It's just, this game, I got good draws at the start, and then I just could not get a Bisharp no matter what. Okay, I'm X-spitting Wigglytuff in. Just to straight up take out this Jinx as fast as possible, just to get one thing, and then I think I only need one more attack after. But I already know that no matter what roads I take, I'm going to have to get hit by this Galork. No matter what, I'm going to get kicked. So it's just about, will I take damage from this Galork, and if not, if I don't die here, then I don't lose at all, because then I'll just be able to switch using Sabrina into the Slowbro and then take that out. So my whole plan is just not to die. That's the whole thing. If I don't die, then I'm all set. And we don't. We already know we did good, we all win, and it just does a double lariat that does no damage whatsoever, and then this is where I Sabrina. There's my Bisharp, finally. So of course, just to make us feel better, we level up Pawniard, even though it doesn't make sense anymore. We Sabrina, we change it out for the Slowbro in the back, and I think that he does allow us to attack it. Yeah, I appreciate people that don't concede and at least allow me to attack their Pokemon to get it down. It just makes me feel good inside, you know? But other than that, we're gonna go and check out the deck now just so you see the full build. There are different things that you can build up, whether you just get a quick game with Pawniard and Bisharp in your deck, then that's a nice fast build that you can just start hitting people hard with. Like if you were just to hit a person with Pawniard at the start, 30 damage, then move it into Bisharp, which does 70 damage, you've done 100 damage in 2 turns, and take out basically any small thing. But here it is right here if you ever want to create it yourself and try it out. And yeah, other than that, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please support the channel, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace